Oh yeah, I've had those before. It's not fun at all.
Those hard P's. It just makes your
hard PPs. All
yeah,
right,
hard PPs.
Jesus Christ.
Tim,
Tim, all right, we got hard PPs on the record.
That's the
hard PPs
on the record.
On the record.
That's the power of content.
Yeah.
Hard
shit,
PPs
Joe
on the ones and
Rogan. I hope your ambulance never gets there.
Honeys, we're home.
Hello and welcome to Sinclairity A Dinosaurs Tale. I am your host. We're gonna need another Timmy along with my co-host.
Hello and welcome to me. I'm Ben Hand Up Me.
Welcome to us.
Hello and welcome
to us.
Hello and welcome V on the podcast as well.
Yeah, V is here.
Welcome back, V.
Thank you.
We'll just go ahead and introduce you right here.
Hey, I gotta have names too. Come on.
Yeah.
It is I, not the Vivi, aka the mighty Vivalosaurus, aka the first returning guest from the pre-Disney Plus era. Is that correct?
Is it?
Yeah, in a way. Brie was on 2 episodes, but they were both pre-Disney Plus. You can still get pregnant from pre-Disney.
Anyways.
So yeah, welcome back to our podcast. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, and we're on episode 42 of the podcast, and today we're doing season 3, episode 6 called Germ Warfare.
Yeah, so if you don't know what we do on this podcast, everybody listening, we watch the show Dinosaurs, and then we review the episodes, and we forget to mention that at the beginning of every episode until just we just throw you into it. But yeah, so yeah, this is Sinclairity, A Dinosaurs Tale. Welcome back.
Yes.
Welcome back.
And we already introduced our co-host guest today.
Mm-hmm.
So
the legend herself, the vocalist from Gutless.
Oh, yeah, legend has some implications I'm not quite comfortable with, but I'll take it. It's a lot of pressure, It's a lot of pressure to be a legend.
That's true.
Yeah, and we gotta drop the pressure drop.
Yeah, or else the pressure's gonna come down on you, and when it comes, you're gonna feel it. Rest in peace, Toots. You were really cool to me when I was 14 years old.
Hell yeah. Yeah. Well, the reason why we have V back, I mean, besides her being awesome and funny and just great to be around, is today, which is June 18th, the day this episode is dropping, is the same day that the pre-order for our new cassette goes up. And
that's right. It is a re-release of Some Voids and Alguns Vazios put together as they were meant to be.
Yeah, one cassette tape. The A-side, the original English version, the B-side, the Portuguese version.
Yeah.
It's B for Brazil, and A for America. Is that the easiest?
God damn it, I hate how well that works.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I didn't even think about that.
I'm only against it on one basis. That is, I don't like the implication that America entails only the United States.
I know. I was saying it. I'm just like, Brazil is in America, so it doesn't really work.
Right.
Well.
You can just put it in brackets. Just US.
It can mean Anglo.
Oh yeah. Okay, got it. Yeah. Okay. So we have the USA side and the Brazil side. Okay, then I can get with. It's so fucking silly, but I'll take it.
I like it.
Yeah, we'll take any gimmick we can get. But yeah, also
or better, I can be a real bitch instead of doing USA. I can do an EUA.
Yeah,
I can be a real bitch and do that, which I think is gonna be the move.
Mm-hmm.
And also, on top of the pre-order going up today, we also can announce, I guess, that we are officially signed to Knife Punch Records.
Yeah, today's the day, I suppose. It's very cool. I'm very excited about it.
So I've been sellouts.
Yep, We sold
Yeah,
out,
that's right.
just
The
like
record company is gonna give me lots of money, and everything's gonna be all right. Pa-da-pa, pa-da-pa-pa-pa-pa-pa-pa-pa.
and I've never
Welcome back
flipped
to
a
the
single
podcast,
burger.
Aaron Barrett.
It's weird.
Hep hep. Hello, it is I, Aaron Barrett. It is spelled
Play beer.
E-R-E-R-I-N. I have since started taking the blue titty pills. I shaved the mutton chops and now have these cute curl tendrils.
So it's just like
You
in
took
the
the blue
song,
medicine.
just
I
like
took the blues medicine.
she has a girlfriend now.
I was about to say she has a girlfriend now is no longer problematic because I actually wanted to transition the whole time. I am Aaron Barrett. Once again, that's spelled E-R-I-N. Aaron Barrett. I have been girl pilled.
Welcome back to our podcast. Aaron Bears it all. Aaron Barrett.
Oh wow! Now you're objectifying me. Classic.
No, I mean like
That's only
like a
nudes
tell-all,
you're
like a
willing to
tell-all,
post.
not nudes. I mean like telling stories.
All right.
But it's visual nudes.
Visual. Oh god. Okay. Anyways,
That's
I'm gonna
what nudes are.
Okay, I'm gonna pause this bit that I definitely want to return to, so we can talk. So we can talk about Knife Punch.
Oh, Knife Punch.
No.
Let's talk about
Oh
Knife
right.
Thank you
Real
for
quick.
getting us back on track here, V. Thank you so much.
I'm trying so hard, Tim. I'm trying so hard and
Got
getting
so
only
far.
so far. In the end, we got signed to Knife Punch, and it's a very exciting opportunity.
Yes.
Yeah, because I mean, I was digging like so much of like what they were doing in the past year with Guilt, and the new Home is Rare record is fucking crazy. Like, I feel like you would especially dig it, Tim, if you haven't heard it, because it's got like big Jillian Carter, but more folky energy.
That sounds
Like all the weird songs where Logan would just throw in like acoustic guitar and stuff.
Pretty much. It's got heavy harmonica use, which was like definitely my favorite thing about that record. Yeah, Home is Rare, I Became Birds, incredible record. Very happy with just, yeah, their trajectory was just like really standing out to me. And so I kind of like just chatted with Danny through like DMs or whatever. They said that they came to like the first Gutless Fest set and shit.
Oh, cool.
They've basically been watching us do shit like since around that time. So it kind of felt just like a very natural inclusion. And you know, then the time came to bring everyone into that conversation, and I feel like it's been a pretty good mesh. Like, I feel very comfy with the situation, at least speaking for myself.
Yeah, and it's cool to see someone like just as excited about it as us.
Right.
Tim was mad that Tim was holding out for Fat Wreck. Tim wanted to sign to Fat Wreck, and
I mean, well, exactly, because all I've ever wanted was, you know, to fucking do coke out of Tim McIlrath's butt cheeks.
which is in the contract.
And honestly, I'm still holding out for Asian Man. So
I mean,
like Park.
that's definitely dream label.
That's like a real one. I was making a joke.
Yeah,
but, like Asian Man Records is the dream.
Look out! I want to revive.
Oh yeah,
Lookout
what's Jason up
Records.
to? Let's just find Jason's phone number in the yellow pages and harass him.
Look out!
I personally
drive through.
I feel like Gutless should be able to be on any label Gutless wants to, because you're like a really good band.
Oh,
And you're better than other bands. All
Atlantic, yeah.
Yeah, Atlantic.
Oh god,
Pacific,
yeah.
Hollywood Records.
Sony BMI,
Yeah,
the IRS.
Good music.
Spotify. Is
Good
Spotify
music.
label?
Nah.
Good music.
If you're gonna put that energy out there, then I fucking definitely want Rock Nation.
Rock Nation, yeah. Just like Touche Amore.
I was gonna say I'll go Tidal exclusive. I don't give a fuck. If I can get Have like on a track, Have.
Amazing.
And Bad Bunny.
Finally, the Jay-Z and Gutless collab we've been waiting for. The best collab he's done since Linkin Park.
Oh God! Why did you just throw Watch the Throne on like under the throne like that?
Yep.
You just threw Watch the Throne under the throne.
I mean, I just gotta say the Linkin Park Jay-Z collab is the best thing that ever happened to me.
Well, it's an incredible thing. I'll give you that.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
This is our podcast about how Jay-Z and Linkin Park are pretty good.
Hip hop, hip hop.
I like how they mashed up hip hop with hip hop for that song. It was pretty good.
Yeah, you know, it's like who'd have thunk. hip hop sounds pretty good with some hip hop.
It's wild. They call it hop hop.
It's a
Oh, okay. This is done. That was it. That was the end of the bit. That cut it. Over.
Speaking of hopping, let's hop on over to Dinosaurs, where we're gonna
brilliant segue.
Where we're gonna discuss season 3, episode 6, Germ Warfare. The only anti-vax episode, I believe. Of Dinosaurs.
It definitely
really
felt
weird,
like it.
Very weird anti-vax, like early 90s kind of. I don't know what they were going for. Whoever Peter Akko and Adam Barr are. Like,
they've never written for the show before.
Oh, did they not?
No, this is their first episode. I think maybe their only episode.
Oh, Jesus.
That explains it.
Because oh, God. Yeah, I mean, I guess it does.
They got typhoid and died.
Jesus, dude.
I hope they're doing well.
Okay, well, yeah, it absolutely was weird. I mean, dinosaurs in general seems to have the weirdest intentions with politics in its show.
Yeah.
And it goes from every episode basically opening up with like a class struggle bit, like where they're like, oh, like they don't know how to pay dino bills. And like, yeah, it's like, oh, we're gonna get the dino groceries. But then like you also have no idea what the fuck they're talking about. And like, yeah, because they went with the holistic medicine is the answer and whatnot, and modern doctors just want to grift you and steal your house.
Yeah. So like, yeah, it's very confusing. Dinosaurs, their version of
middle ground that's clearly missing from this narrative.
Right. Thank you, Veronica. Veronica, who watched this episode with me.
Thank you, Veronica. Yeah, I would say that their version of commentary is like a kid sitting in the back of the classroom shooting spitballs at everyone. Like, has no actual target in mind. It's just like, whoever I hit, it's good to go.
Yeah, they gotta keep it nice and ambiguous.
If that ain't the if that ain't the 90s and aughts, I don't know what is.
For sure.
Anyways, yeah, so I feel like that's really like my main thesis on my feelings of the episode is what the fuck is the commentary?
So
like, it doesn't even feel like they agreed on it, whoever these randos that wrote the episode were.
Maybe this is like a real like Hannity and Colm situation. Peter Akko and Adam Barr have opposite opinions on it, and they wrote it together as a fight.
That's twice in the most recent episodes that Ben has brought up Hannity and Combs.
When the fuck else have I brought up Hannity and Combs? That seems so random.
On the episode with Tim Doyle, you brought up Hannity and Combs.
That's funny. That's weird. I guess I never got over him.
Yeah,
he's the one that got away.
Yeah, they'll never get back together, just like Simon and Garfunkel.
Well, one of them is dead and the other one's Sean Hannity, so yeah, they're not getting back together. But a quick summary for this episode is the baby gets sick and Fran demands Earl take them to the doctor. Modern medicine only makes the baby sicker, leaving
intentionally
a sneeze.
That part's important to note.
Sicker. And then leaving Fran and Earl to ponder an alternative healer, and Ethel knows the perfect dinosaur for the job, a guy in the woods.
Yes, a guy in the woods.
His actual government name. A guy in the woods.
Well, he has a name. It's Zabar. And
he's voiced by Homer Simpson.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Oh, that's kind of okay. Got it right on.
I'm not gonna say Dan Castellaneta. That's
Dan
it, right?
Castellaneta.
Joe Rogan, please come in here to pronounce the name for us.
Well, if the ambulance got there, maybe he could just hitch a ride. I'll gladly bring Joe Rogan into my girlfriend's bedroom right now. You can scooch up on the Yeti.
He's pretty big. He might take up a lot of space. You know, he's jacked.
I was thinking recently that it'd be really funny if like I was in a situation like maybe my car broke down and Joe Rogan happens to be the person who helps me, and then he like takes me out to dinner.
Tow truck guy?
He's just like a guy like Shaq did this for somebody recently where their car broke down and Shaq like stopped over and helped them. But like if it was like Joe Rogan and then like he took me out to dinner and I was like, he's like a really nice guy, and then he's like, so what do you do? And I'm like, I don't want to mention the podcast because if he does listen to it, every episode is us talking shit about him. Like I just meet him and he's just amazing somehow, and then I'm just like, oh, I feel.
Oh no!
Trust me.
This is like my favorite nightmare scenario.
Trust me. If you actually told him, he probably would never listen to it.
Oh yeah, no way.
Yeah.
He's like a coworker when they're like, "Oh, you're in a band? What do you sound
Oh.
like?"
I avoid it. I avoid it so much.
Yeah.
Hey Ben, sick episode, bro.
Thanks.
Can I borrow your podcast?
Good set.
Oh my god, yeah.
But yeah, so should we just get into this episode here?
Yeah,
This
yeah.
very
Oh yeah, I
Start
mean,
us off.
very weird
Ben was on a
episode.
synopsis.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's do the Dino Bills.
Yeah, so
Dino Bills.
we open with another cold open, and like I said in the last episode, this is just going to be a reoccurring thing, I guess. I think cold opens are just here to stay.
Yeah.
Oh, for
And
sure.
Earl,
It's the era, it's the format.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, but it was so weird. Just those first 2 seasons,
No
it
cold
was
opens.
not a thing.
Just hot
Yeah,
opens.
Yeah. So
Sure. Yeah.
Earl is worried about paying the bills,
The
and
Dino Bills.
he's afraid that he won't be able to afford retirement because they pay for water and power.
Yeah, he thinks they don't need both. He's like, do we really need both? Which I don't know if they do. They're dinosaurs. Why are they doing this to themselves? Just go back outside.
Seriously, like this show is like the epitome of why capitalism.
Yeah.
Like more than ever, why capitalism here?
And then,
Well, Robbie tried to fix it, but then
Oh,
we
he
say
sure
so.
Yeah, he
he
did.
always does.
Yeah, but we
He
say
always-
so. Just took his power dome idea and then copyrighted it, or no, they bought the land that the volcano is on.
and now it's happening in real life.
Mhm.
Somebody sent me like an article about some volcano power thing, and they like posted a picture of like a screenshot of the synopsis for the Power Erupts episode.
Oh,
That went
shit.
viral on Twitter recently,
That's great.
saying that
Yeah.
dinosaurs predicted it.
Yeah, that's
But
right.
yeah,
I mean, Robbie, and it's obvious with every episode, but Robbie's always just been the one who can like see through the Dino Matrix, like that is
That's
their
right.
society.
he's the woke one.
Yeah,
He's the woke one.
There
he,
is-
he asks why the years are counted backwards. Like he just has like this ingrained sense of apocalypse and like that they're all going to vanish sooner rather than later.
He also calls Earl sexist a couple times.
That's
Oh,
awesome.
sexist. And he also had the ability to break the fourth wall and find the cameras
Oh,
watching.
that's
him.
true. He did. That was when he was definitely very well. That was the episode where they smoked weed.
Yeah.
So-
Oh God. Okay. Clearly, I need to watch more episodes.
Yeah, there's an episode where they all eat the happy plant and they're all stoned.
Yeah.
Beautiful. It had to happen.
Robbie also
mean-
gets drunk in an episode. He's 15. I don't know what they're doing with this character.
Well, you know, that's par for the format and the era, and this is more of Veronica's commentary when we were watching, but like she was the way she put it, and I wrote it in quotes. It's like they just watched Married with Children too much and created a bot generator and then put dinosaurs in it.
like dinosaurs fell into the concoction last minute on accident. Like they're trying to
Yeah.
like do this thing and then somebody drops an encyclopedia on dinosaurs into it. Like, oh no.
Yeah.
But it's like
But
the family friendly version because it's like Michael Jacobs, so it's like
Yeah,
it's
but
like different.
Yeah, it's like a little more family friendly, but it's still trying to like approach all of the special issues that sitcoms were doing at the time.
Mhm.
And then that led to my favorite thing that Veronica said during this watch. Like, he for sure beats her in one episode, right?
What the fuck?
Wait,
Yeah,
wait,
that's
Fran?
Yeah.
I don't
No,
think so.
No.
I
No.
hope not.
Only
I
the
hope
baby
not too.
only the
the
baby commits abuse on everybody.
That's true.
The baby's the most abusive family member.
Yeah, we're canceling
Got
the
it.
baby. We're canceling
He
baby.
sucks. Him and his stupid song could get fucked.
Yeah, and his fucking catchphrase is, "Gotta love me? No, I don't."
Yeah, that's already a red flag right there.
Yeah.
It's true.
Okay, well, I'll be happy to inform her that no, there is no
Domestic
wife
abuse,
domestic
no.
abuse.
No.
Good.
Thank God.
Thank you, Mark. Thank you, Michael Jacobs.
That'd be a really hard episode to tackle when we got to it.
I would not want to talk about that.
But we'd have to like make a 2-minute episode where we say we're not going to talk about this episode. Here's some resources and
not
like
equipped. Yep.
Yeah.
Here's a GoFundMe.
Yeah.
Here's 5 GoFundMes, please.
But while they're doing the bills, the thing is that's funny to me is Earl's concern is just like the writing of the checks is getting rid of their money. They have to pay these regardless, but he would rather just pay late fees, I guess.
He does. Remember that?
I've had those roommates. Believe me.
Yeah.
I've had those roommates. I know what that's like. Don't need dino bills for that.
And they find out that their phone bill is $4,563,000. Or rather, that's just their fucking phone number. So now we can call the Sinclairs because of that part.
That's right. 45. That's right.
456.
Have you tried?
600.
Have you tried?
Now give me 1 second.
Should we try right now?
Live on the air.
Live on the air. We are calling the Dinosaur Sinclair household.
Should I ask if the refrigerator is running? Like, what should I say?
Ask if it's refrigerator day.
Yeah, perfect.
Wait.
Ask about the chosen child.
Oh my God.
Hey, call back. Pre Disney. Pre Disney Plus.
Sorry, you have reached a number that has been disconnected. Or
That's
extinct.
disgusting. Yeah.
They're extinct. Good point.
Can't get a hold of them.
I don't know what we expected.
But yeah, so they find out their phone bill is actually just $300, which is still fucking wild.
Yeah, that's a lot.
It's because Ethel's been running up the bill talking to her remaining friends.
Yeah. We get more jokes
relatives.
about right. We get more jokes about the bitch mother-in-law.
the lonely old leech, as he puts it.
I feel like we can just like make like a band list name just out of things that like Earl calls Ethel.
Yeah, I was literally like, lonely old leech to some next solo projects.
That's LOL too.
LOL.
That's what LOL stood for this whole time. They invented it. It doesn't mean little old lady. It means lonely old leech.
Yeah, lonely old leech, and basically Earl is just like she contributes nothing to the household. And
she's a senile old woman. Jesus, man.
For sure.
I don't think she's senile. You think she's senile? I don't think she
That's
is.
just a river in Egypt. But like they cut to the other room and she's just sleeping in the middle of reading the baby book.
Yeah, she's just old.
She's just old. Apologies.
I'm an Ethel defender. I'm an Ethel defender.
You know, she needs more of those. Can I join?
Yeah,
she
got buried alive, the poor lady.
She does get buried alive. It's pretty rough.
Yeah.
But so Ethel's bad at reading books, I guess. She falls asleep while reading the baby a book, and he starts like throwing shit and spits his whatever suck toy.
He keeps calling it his suck toy.
Another band name.
Hey, I could use me a good suck toy after this quarantine. I'll tell you what.
I was calling it a binky, but I guess it's not. That's not like a thing.
They call it a suck toy.
Suck toy.
Yeah, well, baby calls it.
Give me suck toy.
Earl calls it a pacifier. So
yeah,
but yeah.
Yeah, and then Earl, I just wanted to add to that. Man, I don't know if I'm skipping ahead if this is the following scene, but Earl does come in at one point and says, "I better see some body parts," which also made me think that is me post quarantine. All of that.
For me, it's I better see body count because I want to see the band Body Count after quarantine.
Ice-T's probably available.
But yeah, so Fran and Earl into the room while Ethel falls asleep, I guess reading the Toy Suck Club. Or the and baby, like, because he did his like pouty face and shit, but his binky gets stolen by the wall creatures.
Yeah, because he throws it at Ethel. He throws a bunch of different shit at Ethel. Like,
yeah, it's pretty rude.
He's throwing blocks and stuff, and she doesn't wake up. And yeah, he overshoots the suck toy. It lands, and we get one of the little wall creatures just steals it. Yeah, and he's running up the ceiling and stuff. And Earl and Fran come into the room because they heard baby pounding. That's why they came in the room.
True.
Baby used his Hulk strength to knock the Sucktoy.
He always has that Hulk strength, hasn't he?
Yeah, because and him specifically because Earl tries it and he's like a cable ready big screen TV and it doesn't come out of the chimney.
Has a chimney, yeah. But we do find out that Ethel's contribution is as a like holding down the rug. That's what Earl says. Because he did walk in at the right moment to see her not contributing. But like, I don't know what like we said, she doesn't need to contribute. She's old. Like she's just there. That's all she's got to do. That's like. Yeah. Like they shouldn't want any. Like you should just be able to live at that point while you.
Exactly. That's entirely my point. That's entirely my point on Ethel. Yeah. Like Jesus, man. Like especially Earl, who was like bitching about not being able to like get retirement at the beginning of the episode.
Exactly.
I was like, really? Like that empathy doesn't extend outside of yourself. You fucking bitch.
Fucking boomer.
I think he wants to be thrown. I think he wants to
Earl Sinclair is a bitch. Putting that out there.
He's also canceled. We're canceling Earl.
We're canceling Earl Sinclair.
Cancel culture. Canceled.
Yeah, especially because he doesn't believe in germs, that idiot.
Yeah.
That's true. This is a very like a guy move from a sitcom of the 90s. He'd be like, yeah, that shit ain't real. Then he just like gives the baby a dirty fucking pacifier.
He's like, just wipe it off.
Right.
Suck it up, kid.
5-second rule.
Yeah, 5-second rule on the suck.
Yeah, so
the Sucktoy.
But right after he says he doesn't believe in germs, we do get a close-up Osmosis Jones style of the germs. Deciding they're gonna wreck the place.
Of Kashmir and Darby Crash, and they're there like, yo, we could really turn this baby's fucking immuno system into a pretty tight venue.
All we need is some broken bottles.
Pull the trigger on bigger than.
Yeah.
They're playing Lexicon Devil. But so baby's getting wrecked up by some germs.
Yeah.
And they do zoom out to show baby sneeze up the Sucktoy right into Ethel's face, which makes her finally wake up and finish the 3 Pigs story she was reading.
Oh, right. Forgot about that.
And then we go right to the theme song.
Yeah.
So, but
they have like some long cold opens for this season too.
I noticed that the fucking song took forever to start this episode. Like I remember like looking at the timeline and thinking like, did we miss the intro? Like, and then it's like, oh no, there it is, 3 minutes in.
Yeah, so it's so weird about it, just because like this is the first season to even have a cold open, so we're still not used to it, and it does take forever to get to the theme song.
Yeah, they're figuring it out.
Yeah,
but they also added a bunch of sound effects to the theme song.
Yeah,
so
which is weird.
Kind of cool.
That's cool.
But, yeah.
Did they?
Yeah.
What would they think? Did they think they're JoJo or something?
I don't know. It's a weird thing that I always noticed. And then when we start from the beginning, I'm like, oh, they didn't add the sound effects yet.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting.
But so Earl comes home from work and he's mad. This is where he asks about the body parts.
You better see some body parts.
You better see some body parts. I've been quarantined too damn long, Fran.
but then he just finds out that the baby is sick, and he just doesn't understand why he's the only one who can operate the Kleenex machine. Which okay. First of all, I love that he referred to it as Kleenex.
Brand deal.
That's the brand. Yes, we all know they're tissues.
Are they?
Yeah, they're not Kleenex.
Maybe they should give them some Band-Aids too.
Yeah, Band-Aids.
And a Coca-Cola.
And the next Coca-Cola. And so baby is clearly sick, and
as fuck, AF, sick AF.
Sick AF. And baby, he goes to see baby, and all of a sudden baby goes full exorcist and just turns his head off.
Never go full exorcist.
And I remember never go full exorcist.
Never go full exorcist.
I remember wondering like if that which is going to be the whole episode, if they're just going to do a whole exorcist parody. That was like my first thought, because
they could eventually do in another episode.
Yeah,
Okay.
there's a whole nother episode when he turns 2. It's called The Terrible Twos, and then
Yeah.
that's an Exorcist,
Oh,
an actual
wow.
Exorcist parody. So they were toying
It's
with
so
the
weird.
idea.
It's so weird that they like dip the toes in that and then
Water's warm. Let's do a whole episode next.
yeah. It's like,
They love it.
Yeah.
They love
Yeah.
it. It's a hit.
Yeah. Can't do it yet though. We gotta get this anti-vax propaganda out.
This episode needs to drop before we vote on Tuesday.
Give me the
So yeah, so Earl comes back into the room and he's like, Fran, he's asking for you.
Yeah. So the TLC from DAD didn't work from Daddy.
Right.
No.
But
Yeah. I never liked seeing a SAD
no sad dads.
No sad dads.
Please no.
But
Please no. Keep the booze away.
No American rat asses here.
Earl says that Robbie had the same exact sickness before, but he's like minus like the spinning head shit. But pretty much the same, other than the fact that he wasn't an owl or whatever.
Yeah, pretty much the same. Despite the fact that I guess he doesn't have bones in his neck anymore.
Yeah. And so they decide to take baby to the doctor. And Earl's in the doctor office. He's like, what's so great about this place? He's like, we have everything that he has: old magazines, like a drawer, and then he opens the drawer and probably finds, I don't know, the doctor's sex toys. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah, which she clearly has no storage for.
Yeah,
He was like very shocked. Like, what could have been in that drawer?
We'll never know.
Never know.
It didn't start
It's like
shaking.
it's the
or
fucking
anything.
Pulp Fiction. It's like the Pulp Fiction's like suitcase.
No,
And
he
before Tarantino too, right?
about
Around the
about same time. I'd
Yeah.
say he probably found the piss drawer. The doctor.
Hey,
Dr.
don't
Peas
judge
in.
me. I work long hours, and I don't always have a place to go to take a piss.
This is my piss
This
drawer.
drawer is fine.
Mom
That's
found my
what it
piss
is.
drawer again.
It is the piss drawer. Yeah, so
So the gynecologist assures them.
God
The gynecologist.
Yes.
Is that really what we're going with?
All right, fine. Dr. Ficus.
Dr.
Fine.
Ficus.
He assures them that this is probably just some like common like childhood illness that he sees like every day at his office. And then the
Yeah.
baby does the head spin again because they like love
Yeah.
this shit.
Yeah, they gotta love me.
Yoinks. And then they try to get his own catchphrase, yoinks.
Yeah,
Yoinks.
he's the Yorks guy now.
And
The Yoinks guy. It's my thing. I've always been the Yoinks guy.
I've always been the Yorks guy. That's what they say about me.
They've been saying that about me since middle school.
He's like in a standoff at a bar against a Zoinks guy and the Yorks guy.
Zoinks.
I've been waiting a long time to meet up with you, buddy. Quit trying to make Zoinks happen.
This trope ain't big enough for the both of us.
Yeah. And,
Jinkies.
Jinkies. Inky jinkies. And so baby eats the stethoscope and he's basically just like he's like, I don't know what's going on, but he like brings the parents to the side and he's just like, look, I got some medicine, some blue medicine, and it's $1,000.
It's a modern marvel. He also just tells them like, even if he didn't know what was wrong with the baby, he would never admit it because he's a professional.
Great
Like,
joke.
you're a straight.
Probably my favorite joke. But also, the other thing that they told him is like, because they were already starting to like catch on that this doctor is like a little shaky for some reason. And they were like, yeah, please don't doubt me. I went to school for this. And I'm like, what school?
Yeah.
What is the fucking medicinal school for dinosaurs that existed at this point?
The guy in the woods.
What did they just like steal like his practice and like commodify it and whitewash it? Is that what you're saying, Tim?
Yeah, they like splintered off.
Yeah, it's like he was like a like a Sith and a Jedi.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Got it.
Equal parts.
A Magneto, Xavier, yada
Exactly. Magneto, like that lady in Ohio with the keys. and a clothespin attached to her body.
Jesus Christ.
But yeah, so they get home, and like Robbie's obviously like skeptical. Like Robbie's like, "You really believe that like this medicine worked?" And he's just like, "It has to work. I spent all this money on it."
Yeah.
and
Ain't that America?
Yeah. And
Dino America.
This is when Ethel keeps going on about the guy in the woods, because like that's who she went to, and it only costs 2 beaver pelts and some roast beef.
Sounds like a bargain.
Yeah, and Earl asks how much he would charge to suture Ethel's mouth shut forever. Which is fucked up. Earl had the chance to kill her. Like, he was allowed to kill her in one episode and he didn't do it. That's his fault.
Yep, it is.
Heard.
It is his fault. And so Fran is like mixing the medicine, and it's like a special blue juice for her special boy. But I love Baby's just like lying to Baby and
telling lies.
No, no, Sinclair.
Papa. But then Earl insists that Fran is not using the proper child psychology, so
which
they
is
get
a funnel.
Yeah.
You gotta hold him down and use a funnel to get the baby to drink it.
Yeah, Baby,
you know, works pretty good for me. Look how psychologically sound I am today.
And Baby immediately passes out, so Earl's like, yeah, it fucking worked. Like, that's his idea of it working, but the baby's just asleep, which is still like nice to sleep through being ill. But we do another deep dive into Osmosis Jones territory.
We see Darby crash at Pat Smear again.
Yeah, and they're all getting drunk.
now surrounded by the entire Sunset Strip scene.
Yeah. If you look hard enough, you can see Flea and Anthony Kiedis. They're there.
And they're just sitting there. They're like, "Whoa, this blue stuff's pretty sick. Quick, get me a black sheet and a brush, and I'm gonna make something really dope."
Ladies and germs.
Yeah, ladies and germs. We are the germs.
Like how his version of the germs. Ladies and gentlemen is the funny part. Ladies and gentlemen, haha, just kidding. Like, what a lush.
Just ladies.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I was gonna say either that was a fun dig at the men in the audience, or they just misgendered a lot of germs in that audience.
That could be what happened.
Well, it appears that they're just like asexual, like they just.
So maybe that's the joke. Is like, gender. Can you imagine? Pathetic.
Yeah, because they just
germs.
They just drink the blue juice, and then all of a sudden there's more of them. So
you drink the blue juice. You drink the blue juice.
You take the blue juice or the red juice.
Yeah.
So
make your choice, Iron Man.
I'm a bit of a scientist myself.
Yeah.
So then
Baby looks like shit now.
Yeah, Baby's
always look like shit. Let's be real.
That's true.
Baby has always looked like shit, and that is a thing that Veronica and I both commented on. He's always looked like shit, but he looks even worse now and more upsetting to look at than he already was.
More spots, like weird.
Yeah, I heard that.
Oh,
poor
fuck
guy.
off, Baby.
And
so
Baby like wakes up, and all of a sudden he just starts fucking hallucinating, and his family is just telling him like all the bad things.
This is what it's like when I smoke too much weed sometimes. I just look around and everybody's like just telling me how much they hate me. And I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah, and they're gonna drop you off in a big scary department store.
That is my worst nightmare.
We're gonna take you to Macy's, and
I had to run an errand for my boss after work yesterday, which was picking up a hat that he had custom stitched at Lids at the mall. And I was just in the mall, walking through the mall, like, I hate malls so much. I was like, I just want to be out of here. I'm not very pop punk in that way. I do not like malls.
That's okay. We're not all perfect.
Yeah.
And
hashtag not mall men.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Damn it.
Hashtag not mall rats.
Hashtag clerks.
My favorite indie film.
My favorite indie film.
And so
Mine's The Last Crusade.
Baby's freaking out. and Robbie's just like, yeah, this isn't working. And Earl's still like, it has to, it's medicine. And then all of a sudden the doctor like comes in and he's back at their house.
Yeah.
He makes his routine house visits.
Yeah, it was a pretty wild reveal too, because they're like, let's go get the doctor. And then Robbie just like passing through goes living room. And it's like, oh yes, making my routine house call, not trying to steal your house.
Yeah.
Hello.
Because then he offers them a new solution, which is the orange medicine.
Yeah, this
right.
is breaking edge shit. They just made this.
Yeah, which looks more red than anything, but hey, we'll wait till 2001 or 99 or whatever.
Yeah, and he's basically he starts to go into his big important voice, and then Earl just cuts him off. He's like, hey, no resonating. He's like, just write it. $1,000. Yeah, just write it down. And then he writes it down, and Earl just starts reading it, and immediately he's hypnotized again
by the penmanship.
Yeah.
And then he's like, so what is this gonna cost? And he's like, well, your house. So,
well, no, we got the best line in this, which is where he says, oh, Mrs. Sinclair, can you honestly put a price tag on your child's health? And she's like, you just did.
right. Which is like very much one of my favorite Fran lines.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, this brings up like the mixed metaphors get worse, because it's just like, so first we have kind of this anti-vax rhetoric going on, and then all of a sudden we cut to like the American healthcare system, like it's just like,
maybe they're just anti big pharma,
right? And then we go into like the superiority of holistic medicine.
Yeah,
which is just penicillin, we find out, but like it's very confusing. But yeah, so they essentially bring in Brock to assess the value of the house so they can trade it for the medicine.
Yeah, he wants to make this place actually into a gym, a rock gym. Pokemon.
Yeah.
It's that Brock. He's like, are there any nurses in here?
Well, good thing he's in the medical field.
Exactly. But Earl asks if there's some other way that doesn't involve losing their house, and the doctor's like, do you have a boat? And Earl's like, oh, now we gotta get a boat too.
He always wanted a boat, though. Remember that one episode where he wanted?
Yeah, for some reason he's always wanted a boat. I'm like, dog, you're a fucking dinosaur. Go swimming.
Go swimming. Go hang out with the sharp tooth underwater. The underwater sharp tooth.
Yeah. So
and the big wet. Is that the song from Land Before Time? Never mind.
Jesus Christ. A bucket and a mop.
No. That's what it is.
With some wet ass dinos.
Wet ass paleontologists.
Yeah. That's what I always wanted to be as a kid. So Fran,
a butt doctor.
I just want your house.
Fran is just like, she finally just like convinces Earl that the doctor, yeah. And so Robbie's like, hang on, come quick. And Baby's like, he's hot and he's cold.
He's
yes and he's no. Yeah, we were gonna make the same joke. Okay.
So mad.
Y'all been doing this too long.
I know. Hot and Cold was the original title for Weekend at Bernie's, and they changed it.
Are you kidding?
That's a real thing. No, not Katy Perry. It was also supposed to star the Coreys originally.
Would have been a different movie.
The Coreys.
The Coreys.
Yeah, Matthews.
Corey Matthews.
Yes.
Him and his older brother Fred Savage should have been the stars.
His real brother, but his character name.
Yeah,
got it.
Yeah.
The only episode that like Fred Savage is in an episode of Boy Meets World, and he like is a professor that like tries to sleep with Topanga. It's so
oh my god, what?
It's like you brought your brother on for an episode to have him like try to fuck your girl. Like,
yeah, to make him a sex pest.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, what?
He wants his brother. I'm
guessing this is the college years, right?
Yeah, this is the college years.
Right. Okay.
He wants to get cucked by his own brother.
Come on, bro, do it for me. Gonna be hot. Jacobs is already in on it.
So back from where were we at in the story here?
So Baby is reenacting a Katy Perry song, and then
He's a
his
firework.
reaction to the Katy Perry song is him throwing up, which makes sense. And
That's also my reaction to Katy Perry songs.
So that's how we hear him roar.
yeah, he throws up the milk. He's like whatever machine they got to spit the milk back in. It's very
What?
weird. It's
Oh, yeah.
milk, right? That
The
they're
milk
getting.
machine, the mommy milkers.
The milk machine.
Yeah,
Big mommy
big-
milkers.
big naturals.
Anyways, moving on.
And Earl is just like, we got nothing left, and Ethel's like, no, you guys need to take him to a guy in the woods. So
Yeah. So I've been telling you fuckers since the beginning of the goddamn episode, you goddamn clash
So
struggles.
so they finally go into the thick of it for the next scene,
yeah,
and Ethel points out the magic tree to Earl and tells him to pound on it 3 times.
you got pound on the wood.
Why'd you make
Easy.
Why'd you make that drip with sexuality, Tim? Chill. I know it's
Three
quarantine.
times.
I'm starting to think that the two of you have just become genuinely horny for Earl Sinclair in the process of hosting this podcast.
We are not
as
Spike.
long as you have.
It was always gonna happen. It was always gonna happen.
It was always gonna happen. I am going to fuck Earl Sinclair.
Well, anyway, so
Well,
He
let's not
melts.
touch that one. Yes.
it is funny though, because there's an episode where Earl turns into a tree, so I guess it kind of makes sense.
That makes sense.
A sapiosexual, you say.
a
Anyways.
sap,
A sapio, yeah.
sapio,
Sap.
Sapiosexual.
And you guys,
What?
I'm just thinking of the scene in Jurassic Park with the sap and the and the mosquito. It's like, God, I wish that was me.
God, I wish that was me.
So Earl knocks on the tree, and he gets the receptionist, and she's like, "What? Are you my 5:30?" He's like, "No, we don't got an appointment." She's like, "Well, you think you can just come in here?"
That's
Yeah.
professional medical facility, buddy.
Yeah, you gotta
Yeah,
make
for
an
real.
appointment.
You gotta make an appointment. Come on, especially in these economic times that the dinosaurs are facing.
Yeah, exactly. And
We're
now
in the woods.
and Earl can tell that Baby is at this point delirious because he's telling him that he loves him. He's like, "You're my
Yeah.
favorite, Daddy." So he's like, "Oh shit, we're losing him."
Yeah.
So suddenly we get the appearance of Zabar, which is Homer Simpson, and
Or the
he's
genie from the second Aladdin movie.
second rate,
Yeah.
second
Just
rate.
second rate.
Second
Aladdin
rate,
movie.
second movie.
And
I think he was. Oh, sorry. Side note. I think he was also the genie in Kingdom Hearts.
was he?
I mean,
I believe so.
He would have
That
to be
makes sense.
because the other guy's not around anymore.
Well, yeah, Rob.
Oh, but he was. But he was.
no,
Oh yeah, but
well,
he had
come on.
he had a falling out with Disney because of Aladdin. But he came back to do
Good.
King of Thieves, the 40 Thieves movie.
yeah. There's a
Right,
whole
right.
Lindsay Ellis
See,
video about that.
Right. Yeah.
There
He
is.
went on to do. He went on to do Sea of Thieves for the Xbox One, and everything was okay.
Yeah.
Anyway. Yeah.
Do you remember when Rob Williams advertised Zelda on commercials?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
It still makes me cry.
Yeah, it was
Yes,
very good
it's
commercials.
Beautiful.
That's his daughter.
That's his daughter. His daughter is Link.
His daughter Link. Yeah. So,
All right. Episode.
so he comes out. He comes
The
out.
Return of Zabar pops up.
Yeah, and he's got like his light. He's got his light machine and his smoke machine, and
Mhm.
he's come in.
Right.
He's just like, well,
You think he
look-
stole those from the guy from the Job Opportunities episode?
Yeah,
Like,
Oh,
'cause they-
I like that theory.
Yeah, because they remark in that episode how he used to have all that shit and then it disappeared.
oh, the job wizard.
Yeah, the Job Wizard.
Yeah. Well, this is Dr. Turtlepuss. So,
This is Dr. Turtle.
so he,
I mean, I did like that the guy in the woods had a whole production.
Yeah.
like with the smoke machines, the poorly timed thunder.
He was saying the wrong Q word. He had to say wisdom to get the
Yeah.
thunder to go.
It's wisdom, exactly. See,
Yes.
it looks better.
But he offers the baby some moldy bread, which is just penicillin.
And that, I was gonna say that's commentary on its own right.
Well, back then they called it quillicillin because they didn't have pens yet.
What?
God damn it, Ben. Well,
Is that your Harry Potter joke for this episode?
Why do they use quills in Harry Potter? I don't fucking understand. Like, quills aren't good. Quills
Get
aren't
Joanne
good.
on the line right now. Get Joanne on the line. I have a lot of things I've been meaning to say to her.
The first thing I bring up is pens and quills instead of everything else that needs to be addressed with Joanne.
Hey,
How about send Joanne the ContraPoints video? Then I'm just gonna
Joanne.
Sidebar. Have you ever heard of Detroit, Alabama? Because I just got a phone call from Detroit, Alabama.
I literally have not, and that kind of terrifies me.
I think that's where Kid Rock is actually from.
That makes sense.
That makes a lot of sense, honestly.
That makes a lot of
That
sense.
explains way too much.
Yeah.
Especially, oh my god, especially All Summer Long. It explains
Exactly.
that song in,
God.
like to a goddamn T.
But
anyways,
he brought Detroit to Alabama with him and just built it.
Stayed there.
He built this city on Kid Rock and Roll.
He built a trailer park.
damn it.
And so
Yeah.
the baby does not want the bread, but the baby eats it anyway. And Zabar says the magic words, "Sickness be gone." And
Right, it's all it takes.
yeah, it's like that.
Oh.
It's like that one like evangelical TV guy who's
the
just like,
sophomore
"COVID be gone." Like,
Yeah.
it works. Just
It's like Neon Genesis Evangelion.
I feel like you can say that about anything.
Someone will figure it out. Exactly. I was gonna say someone in the audience will figure it out.
Exactly.
I don't want to.
save your tweets. We don't want to read
Save
it.
your tweets. Yep.
But yeah, so baby sneezes, and immediately the germs are gone. They just fly out of his body.
Mm-hmm.
And Earl's like, well, we gotta check if he's cured. So he gets a frying pan from Zabar because he just has one. And
Common tool in a doctor's office.
yes,
Right. Correct.
and baby hits Earl, and he's not the mama, so he knows he's cured.
Not the mama. I definitely like the importance that they placed on the one not the mama used in this episode.
Oh yeah.
I like it when they use not the mama that way because it was like
It's
like
well
oh yeah
earned.
like right, it's well learned, exactly. And that I gotta love it. You gotta say that about that one.
Did I
But-
do that? Is that one?
Yeah, God damn it.
Got any cheese?
Yeah.
Yada yada.
Dynamite. But
Yeah.
that's all the catchphrases. Oh wait, no,
You got it, dude.
Fuck. I hate you.
Oh yeah. How rude.
How rude.
Oh,
That's a good
cute.
one.
I like that one.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Earl starts to thank everyone except Ethel for this. Like he owes a debt of gratitude to Fran for like not losing hope, and to Zabar for saving his son's life. And
Yeah,
that's it. That's it.
Nope. Yeah, not
That's
Ethel.
the tweet. That's the tweet.
Yeah, that's the tweet. Fuck Ethel.
That's the tweet.
All my
Send
homies hate Ethel.
tweet. Fuck Ethel. But yeah, so I guess he like Earl, like, you know, like Fran tells Earl, like, I think you should probably like, you know, she showed that she makes an important contribution to our family. She just saved our son's life, and he's just like, appreciate it. Like,
But then he like, and then he threatens her to take her to the doctor.
yeah, that's his threat. Take her to the doctor, get her some orange medicine.
Yeah, get her some
Yeah.
expensive ass medicine.
Ass medicine.
Ass medicine. Ass medicine.
Ass
Ass
cream.
medicine. Ass medicine.
And yeah, so he does say that he will quit complaining to his wife about her making long distance calls to her deadbeat relatives, and Ethel accepts the apology, even though Earl argues that he wasn't actually apologizing.
Yeah.
Also, they're his deadbeat relatives too.
That's well through marriage.
Yeah, you can't just pawn off your deadbeat relatives on other family members.
I did.
Believe me, I've tried.
But yeah, that's the episode. That's sweet.
Yeah,
It's a all right episode. It's not my favorite I've seen.
Yeah,
No.
it's okay.
it's not my favorite either.
It's better than
Just-
last week's. Last week's was
Yeah,
awful that we did.
yeah, that was bad.
Season 3 just kind of like roughing it a bit.
There's been a couple good episodes, couple bad episodes. It's been back and forth.
That's fair.
I think this was the height of the show's popularity at this point. So I think the quality probably drops a little bit.
Understood.
Yeah,
We'll see.
I mean, I think the thing that I always feel about dinosaurs, though, and I was saying this to Veronica too, is like there are so many shit jokes that like the good jokes really stand out.
Yeah, it's true. They're like cradled among a pile of shit. It's just like the one.
They really are.
it's like a toilet bowl.
The good joke is the bidet.
On that note, I couldn't think of a better way to sum up that episode.
A toilet bowl. Yeah, I agree. And speaking of toilet bowls, the next episode we're doing is Hungry for Love.
Oh, Jesus. Tim, was that really your segue?
But mostly I'm hungry for shit.
Oh, hi, Veronica.
Hi.
Here.
What's up?
So
So
thanks for those good bits I got to incorporate.
yeah, we appreciate it. We'll have to add a little credit in the description for this episode.
Yeah, definitely.
Veronica.
Yes.
Virtually.
Well, thank you all again for having me return as the first pre-Disney Plus guest.
Yeah, thank you for joining us.
Yes.
I
That's
really
always-
want that accolade. I want that like in my like fucking epitaph.
Yeah, you want to be signed to Epitaph? Is that what-
I mean, if we're going back to dream labels.
Man.
But yeah, so yeah, that's the episode. I guess we can thank a few people, specifically Jeremy Hunter, who we've already talked about in this episode. But
I think that was
Jer.
before the episode, I believe. But
It was in the pre-roll.
yeah, so
yeah.
Thanks, Jared, for the theme song. It's great. You can check out We Are the Union and Scouts Network on like everywhere you can stream stuff. You can
Ordinary
try.
Life out now.
Yeah, you can try to buy that album. They keep selling out every pressing, so go at it.
but it's well deserved because
It's a very good album.
last weekend I listened to that album. Like when an album comes out, I'm very weird about it because I don't like to play it too much because I'm always afraid I'll get sick of it. But
Yeah.
this is one of the records where I was just like, you know what? I kind of
Yeah.
missed that song, and I went back and listened to it
It takes a
again.
spot. There's just the hooks. It's all about hooks.
Yeah, it's so
And
catchy.
they nail it.
Been a lot
They've
of
always
great.
they've
songs this
always
year.
I feel like they've always been able to write catchy shit like that, but man, they like overdid it this time. Like that's great.
Well, I remember like there's been times Reed has said that she like specifically tried to pull back from being too catchy. Like she can't stop writing hooks. Like that must be an issue.
She did say something to me once about being worried about that Make It Easy wasn't ska at all. And I was like, nah, I'm glad you went that route.
Yeah. But yeah.
Shouts out her.
So
Yeah.
thanks to Jer, and then thanks to Amy Shenanigans for the beautiful portraits of Tim and I for the logo, and thanks to Zach George from Keystone Copycast with Chris and Zach for editing.
Zach.
Yeah, thanks to Zach, and it was really entertaining. This is kind of behind the scenes, but Zach recorded one of Ben's songs.
Yeah, cover of one of my songs.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was pretty tight. I liked
Yeah,
it.
it sounds really good. It sounds way better than
That's
what
so
I
awesome.
did. Well, he has a full band. It's not my fault.
Is it his
Right.
full band? Like, did he record that with his full band, Ben?
Yeah, I think so.
I meant to
Oh,
ask.
neat.
Yeah.
Cool.
I still got to record the cover that I'm doing for the same compilation. I just haven't
Nice.
Fuck
worked on it
yeah.
yet. I got 1 week left, so I got to start that. I'm gonna start that after this. That's what I'm doing.
But also, no thanks to Chris from Keystone Copycat.
Yeah, because he does not like ska.
yeah, we're still feuding.
Yeah.
The feud is not over.
3 days ago, he
You
texted
forever.
me. He texted me, asking me to call him, and I haven't responded to the text yet. So that's how deep
Oh,
this feud
Jesus.
goes.
Yeah, we're in the thick of it, and yeah. So
And thanks
again,
V from Gutless.
yes,
for joining
Yeah,
us.
thank you all for having me. It's been good to be not the VV, aka the Mega Vivilosaurus, like once again.
And
yeah,
look out for that
and
Gutless cassette.
yeah.
Yep,
Yeah,
coming
it's-
soon, and look out for other things too with the Knife family.
Yeah, and yeah, so if you're like we said at the beginning of the episode, if you're listening to this episode today, the pre-order for the cassette is live right now. So
Yes, it is.
make sure to like
Promote our Wild and Out podcast.
Did that make it through the mic?
Wild and Out.
Yeah, Veronica's Wild and Out podcast. The thing that is going to happen, I guess. A show we've been watching a lot, unironically, this past week.
Amazing. I haven't seen Wild Out in
Starring
years.
former R. Kelly collaborator Nick Cannon
Oh god.
and Cat
And
Williams.
DC Young Fly.
Yeah, all of them. Anyways, you know what it is.
Mhm.
Yeah, but yeah, so check out I guess you could check out our social media at Gutless1312 on Twitter,
Mhm.
Knife Punch Records, and knifepunchrecords.com.
I believe so.
And it should have all the info for the pre-order. And yeah, so just check those sources out, and also know that this is a limited release, so get on
Yes.
it.
Yeah. We're not gonna do a lot of these. Like 2 presses if you're fucking lucky.
Yeah, if you're fucking lucky, you
You're
piece
fucking
of
lucky.
shit.
Yes. You filthy goddamn animals. You know what I've done for you. You know what I've done for DIY. Anyways, this is over. Love you all.
Yeah, we'll see you next week for season 3, episode 7, Hungry for Love, written by Lawrence H. Levy, directed by Rachel
Yeah.
Bilson's granddaddy.
Yeah, now if you excuse me, I'm gonna go find my suck toy. I don't know.
That's me.
Everybody
Thanks.
enjoy going extinct. Goodbye.
Yes,
Good night,
goodbye.
good luck.
Good night,
Bye.
suck toys.